Welcome to Sports Sushi. Your chefs for tonight are Sports Plug Russ, serving up the spiciest sports takes of the week. Sterling Furrow, rolling the X's and O's into an analytical maki platter. And finally, the moderator who always keeps the sake flowing, DJ Slow Boogie. Now grab those chopsticks and get ready, because your order of fresh and raw sports sushi is up.
Welcome, everybody. You already know what time it is. Another Wednesday, another episode of Sports Sushi. Russ, how you feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling glorious. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like 4 fat niggas at a buffet. It's free. You get this sushi.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
All right, before we begin, quick little announcement. Sports Sushi website coming August 1st. The 1st of August, 1st of the month. Wake up, man, checks and get on. So, you tune in there, you want some contributions from all of the Sports Sushi crew. You can have our affiliates as well. I know Chris has been cooking up something. I'm going to tap into Florida Dales and make him go ahead and give us some goddamn content of the happiness that's going out there in Florida. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to have all bases covered, man.
I'm going to write stuff.
Yeah.
In an MLA format.
Yeah.
Y'all going to be like, oh my God, he has brain cells. I'm like, oh, gotcha.
But yeah,
I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome, man.
But be on the lookout for that. It's gonna come August 1st. So contributions. I know Chris has a heater that he's been working on. So I think he's gonna be the first one to go ahead and make his contribution there. And I already know what he's gonna be writing about, but I ain't gonna tell you. You just gotta go ahead and read and find out. So please be on the tune in. Tune in with us.
Sean McDermott. No, I don't know what it's gonna be, but I can't wait. I think it's gonna be interesting to see what everybody writes about and people that are gonna be writing that you guys ain't never seen before.
So we're gonna show you that we can't just always only talk. We can write too. We went to college and shit. So let's go ahead. We're gonna kick the show off real quick. But
I might need to write us 2 personalities.
Word from my sponsors. Go ahead and fire up that beautiful bean footage, Chris.
What's good, everybody? Today's podcast is brought to you by the good people at Betstamp, which is helping thousands of people win in sports betting for free. That's right, you heard me. Free. F-R-E-E. Free. All right? The same way travelers use Google Flights and Expedia to find the best prices, bettors now can use the same through the Betstamp app. When you place a bet, the odds are given by a sportsbook will determine how much you can possibly win. Even though you're betting at the same outcome, different sportsbooks will offer varying payouts, and the differences can be huge. We are talking thousands of dollars. But fortunately for you, the good people at Betstamp have your back, okay? So, Betstamp allows you to easily line shop for the most profitable odds across all sportsbooks. You can click any matchup and instantly see the different odds that the game gives you, game lines, player props, and even future bets. Line shopping is the simplest way to find an edge in sports betting and maximize your chances of winning long term. On average, Betstamp users win an extra $1,000 and over yearly just by line shopping. We can't tell you that this is a fucking game changer. What's good, everybody? Today's podcast is brought to you by...
All right, so welcome back again. Shout out to good people with Sportsbet. If you don't have your code, remember it's always sushi. You can always go back and input it in and get a nice little code there. And you help us out, But also, if you really want to help us out,
you know what?
Like and subscribe to whatever platform you tune in.
Like, subscribe, hit that bell. Fuck with Betstamp. Get your lines right. We talking about the lines that won't give you a heart attack or get you arrested. Good lines.
Yeah, you don't want those lines. Bad lines.
Not bad lines.
The good lines we're talking about, we need your money. We ain't talking about cocaine.
And if you win money, some of you out there, well, hey, you can play Tetris with your nose. But let's go. What's up on the rundown?
All right. Just go ahead. Look. So this past weekend, I really ain't got really much of a banger like we used to have, like we usually have. Only thing I wanted to talk about was really congratulations to Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury. They're actually
Yes.
moving forward with the date, and the fight is pretty much set. But there's still details. The fight game can, it's unpredictable. But just be on the lookout for that. We will definitely have that covered. So, but shout out to Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury for having that, getting that shit squared away, so we can see some good combat sports here. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. What do you have in this day in sports, Russ?
Oh, well, you already know on this day in sports, I like to give you something like to make you think about something. But on this day in sports, we have Michael Jordan signed that $30 million $30.1 million contract for 1 year. The reason why I want to highlight this is because, well, it's summertime, people, and a lot of shit wasn't going on in sports, and I'm not going to put baseball on here before the year 1964. Take a guess why. All right, so let me see. So yeah, it's Michael Jordan signed the contract for 1 year for $30.1 million. And honestly, the most interesting thing I got out of this is, it kind of sparked the best player in the league getting the most money. At the time, he was getting paid almost like double, if not a little bit over double what people were getting paid. And ironically, if you were to calculate what his contract would have been worth nowadays, he basically would have had the $60 million deal. You're looking at Steph, you're looking at Dame, contracts of that ilk. I think those are the only two of that nature. But shout out to Michael Jordan for getting that contract, because it led to other contracts of that type. You already know, influencer in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Any questions? Put them in the comments. Like, subscribe. Tell me what you think. What do you think about the $30 million contract? What do you think about the contracts now? They getting paid too much? They getting paid too little? Shit.
Well, I know me and Russ, we talked about something about Jordan and money on social media not too long ago.
Man, I'm not gonna get into that, because if I say that out loud, what I said, that joke came out as if we were sitting next to each other drinking at a bar, and I realized, I was like, man, I typed that.
Yeah, he even said never
mind. It's out there now, so if you see it, but I'm not gonna say that. But Jordan, you gambled away a franchise. All y'all talking about he don't have a gambling addiction. I really, 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 really want to ask y'all, like, how this man gambled away the Hornets, a whole team, all of it, all of his stakes. Bye.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying. You can look into that yourself, see what happened. A lot of people want to say he made money off the deal. I want people to really look into it to find out. Nah, he just rolled the dice. The first time he rolled it, it said 5. The second time he rolled it, he got 7. Someone snapped their fingers twice and snatched that man's bread. And they snatched somebody else's bread. But then they ended up dividing the bread between the two that he snatched it up from, except for MJ, and told MJ,
kick rocks,
bye. Yeah, kick rocks, bye. You're good at basketball, but you're not good at this, boy.
Yeah, so, hey, like we said, when we get to a Betstamp, gambling, call what was it, 1-800-GAMBLE? Yeah. So
Jordan ain't never called that motherfucker.
Nah,
Jordan called 1-800 I got more money.
Yeah, that's
put it on the table.
All right, so
Jordan reminds me, one time I had a friend, he was shooting dice. And he was up like $300-$500. And then he lost like $300-$500. And the person looked at him and said, bro, you're just unfazed. And he was drinking hen or gin or something. He was kicking it. And he looked that person in the eyes. He said, hey, man, I'm a gambler. This is just money. And you know what? He ended up leaving like up $100. It's crazy. He ended up winning like $600. It's crazy. So, like, the gamblers do that. They ended up losing big, but Jordan's going to come back. He's going to come back and buy something big or make a lot of money doing something. And guess what? He's going to gamble that shit away in some way, form, or fashion, because that's what gamblers do. He just is what he is. Shout out to Kyrie, though. I forgot to say, when we didn't talk about over the weekend, all the love I do show Kyrie. I want to give a shout out to him for getting his deal with Anta and becoming the chief creative officer of the company in the same breath. Or in the words of the great 2 Chainz, oh wait, my bad. The great Future at the same damn time.
Yeah, that's Future. All right,
My
so
bad. I should be the last person to mess that up.
So looking into the future,
please.
Looking into the future, we got a fight set up in the MMA world, UFC specifically. Stipe Miocic, I just murdered Stipe.
Boy, you stabbed that shit like your name.
Stipe, because I ain't never really called him by his last name, but I just call him Stipe. Stipe and John Jones got a fight set up for Madison Square Garden. I think I don't remember the UFC number, and I'm too lazy to go on my phone and look at it. So you just got to go ahead and use your Google boxes and find it. You got damn self. So they got a fight set up, and John Jones already alluded to his retirement fight. He always said he wanted to fight the best in the world, and he kind of wanted to go out on the grand stage. And Madison Square Garden is the grandest stage of them all, and Stipe is considered to be one of the greatest, or if not the greatest, heavyweight mixed martial artists walking the planet right now. You know, some people might say, "Oh no, it's EitherOr," and but look, EitherOr retired, Stipe's still here. John Jones and Stipe are going to face off, and this could potentially be not Stipe, but John Jones' last fight. It could be potentially Stipe's last fight either, as well. But John Jones also verbally said that this might be, might hang it up after here. So look, John Jones, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Who you got? You got?
John, easy. John.
Okay.
I got John easy. So whenever that fight rolls around, you already know what my bet's going to be on. It's going to be on John. But just to kind of, look at him and stuff like, look at his career, you can't go out on no loss, dog. John can't go out on no loss. John should not lose, knock on wood. Y'all heard that. So, look, man, John Jones is in my humble opinion, is the greatest MMA fighter that we have out today, yesterday, and tomorrow. And when he hangs it up, it is going to be kind of like a sobering feeling. But hey, man, people don't fight forever. But shout out to Robbie Lawler, he went out with a dub, heavy underdog. We got that on last week. Locked that bet down, and we won money off that. So thank you, Robbie Lawler, for that.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure my baseball pick was wrong, but I don't know. But we're gonna find out.
Okay, well, we're going to get to the best step segment in a bit, but let's go ahead and get over to the ESPYs. It's going on as we speak. Buffalo Bills just won the Pat Tillman Humanitarian Award, I think is what it's called. Of course. The training staff.
Of course.
Yeah, as they should.
That's obvious.
And there goes our
hey!
Yo.
What's up? What's good, brother? What's good?
What's good?
All right, we just talking. You just came right on time with the ESPYs segment. So look, the ESPYs are going on right now, and I just want to know who do you guys think or should win for best male and female athlete of the year? Let me go through the nominations real quick. The best male athlete goes as the nominations are Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets, Aaron Judge from the Yankees, Pat Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs, and Messi from Argentina. Soccer player, football player, whatever, part of the world you're in, whatever you classify it as. And for best female, it is you know what? I ain't going. Michaela Sherifin ski. She's a skier. Michaela. Sophia Smith from the Portland Thorns. Igua.
Here we go.
Igua. So whatever for tennis. Igua for tennis.
I mean, I don't think any of us are picking her anyways. No offense. IGA, but no offense IGA, but I don't think anybody picked it.
Yeah, Wilson from the Las Vegas Aces. So let's go ahead and start with the male, the male sports athlete. So who do you guys think takes home the best athlete for male sports?
Oh, I got to go Jokic.
Yeah, hometown guy.
And because he didn't get the MVP, he got him a title. I gotta now when you say athlete, Nikola Jokic isn't the first person that comes to mind, right? He just doesn't look.
They didn't say athletic. They didn't say athletic ability. They just said athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So, but I got to give it to him, man. Like, for him to, it's like he overcomes athleticism with just smarts. So, like, to me, he gets my vote.
I think him not being athletic is like, he is athletic. He's just not as athletic as what you see normally in the NBA.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I don't dislike that pick because when I was going through it, that's the first person I said. But when I looked at ESPYs and looked at athlete, I want to take it all in. You know what I'm saying? You got to be an athlete that does a lot. And so I would Pat Mahomes, man, because he's like America's sweetheart right now. So I think he's going to get it. He won a Super Bowl. Everybody loves him. He does do a lot of good. So I was going to go ahead and I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes win that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and speaking of Pat, they have the quarterback Netflix series that just came out. I think it was yesterday.
But because I'm sorry, can I say this though? But because Pat wins, can someone tell his brother you did not win it? You didn't win it. Your brother won it. So please.
And Brittany too, right?
Is he in jail?
Yeah, I'm about to say he got something else he need to be focused on winning.
I know he do, but if he's out free in the world, allowed out here in the world, if his brother wins an ESPY, he gonna be running around because Pat never really celebrates like he won. His brother just run around like he won, doing stupid shit. So I hope Pat win, but I hope his brother, you know what I'm saying?
Is he locked up
somewhere?
I don't know. I don't think so. I just know that it probably is still going on. Look, man, he got money, man, and he have black. So
on to the women.
Yeah, they ain't gonna railroad his ass. He gonna get off.
I think Patrick, but I don't dislike. I'll take Patrick, but I don't dislike Joker. I actually hope Joker wins, but I think Patrick Mahomes is going.
Patrick will probably win it.
Most likely, man. Most likely.
He's the darling now, man.
Who you guys got for the women's athlete?
Well deserved, by the way. I'm sorry, I said he's the darling, but he's well deserved. He's cold as fuck. Women, I got Asia Wilson. Probably because I couldn't pronounce a lot of these. No, I'm fucking with you. I got Asia Wilson just because she's the last person I seen, bro. Like, I seen her hoop. Like, she go hard in the paint. Like, Diesel time. Either she's the illest chick doing it or y'all motherfuckers losing it. You know what I'm saying? But if you know, you know. But if you're not, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm going to go. No,
Amanda Nunes is not nominated. Okay. Best female fighter, probably. Yeah, but not best athlete. But Sterling, who you have that's taking it home?
I'm gonna surprise you, man. I'm gonna go Michaela Schifrin. We're talking about, she's a 7-time world champ, 5-time overall champ, 2-time Olympian, and she's still out there doing some dirt on the Alpine, man. So I gotta give it to Michaela.
And it lives where this goes down. It's like he's got extra information. It's like if we was doing NASCAR and I lived in the backwoods of like Alabama. Like I have all this. I got a carburetor that moves faster than Hey, but I fuck with it though. I dropped that information.
That's
like,
part of what makes Sports Sushi though. That's what makes us. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with it though. I hope that you know what I'm saying. I hope that at least get some attention. Damn, I said that out loud. All right, I just want to say, fuck. I was trying to be nice. All right, so the jokes just come. They just, you know what I'm saying. You can't stop them. So the best breakthrough moving forward, the best breakthrough athlete. I know I had this one though, but I just want to just say Angel Reese deserves an award. Don't give it to Caitlin Clark. Okay. So look, can I say this real quick? Real quick? All right, and I'm with you, Ghost and Shotgun. Shotani is awesome, but he's not a nominee. Next year, if he's a nominee, like we can get into that. But I do think that's a question for later, probably next week or later in the summer. Is like,
when he signed that contract, but we definitely gonna talk about that.
No, I just mean we need to have a discussion about how people are asking. I mean, people are talking like, "Yo, baseball's not this, it's not that," but like. If you sit down and watch a game, these dudes are doing amazing shit. We're not even talking about old buddy from the Reds, who is he's the best player this season. What's his name? I don't want to mispronounce it. Y'all know? You guys
like I do, though.
Man, what's his name?
Give me a second.
We talking baseball, right?
Yeah, we're talking baseball.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all.
He's
That's all.
literally like Shotani is the,
What you got, Chris?
While you're looking that up, I just want to know who's winning the fight.
What fight?
Whoever's going rounds with the microphone.
Oh,
my bad.
Round after round.
That's me. All right, is that every time I do it, I'm like, oops, my bad. All right, my bad. Okay, so it's probably not gonna happen again. If it does, then call me out again, just like that, because that shit was hilarious.
All right, but breakthrough athlete, bro.
LA. Okay. If I pronounce this wrong, I apologize, because right now he is the best player in baseball, not named Shohei Ohtani. LA De La Cruz. He plays for the Cincinnati Reds. If you ever get a chance to see the Cincinnati Reds, the man is amazing at the game of baseball. And anybody that says baseball is not fun, I've watched a couple games. Like, you don't want to like it, huh?
Was you drunk?
Was who what?
Because I heard that's the only way you can enjoy watching baseball is if you lit.
I mean, so if it is, then get drunk and watch it. I mean, if it's not, then don't. I'm just saying it's a really like, nah, bro. These dudes do some crazy shit. Like, this man stole first, second, third, and home in the game. Back to back. Oh, that's back to back. The man threw someone out 95 miles an hour from third to first on a hose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got guys like Castellanos out there doing work. You got Aaron Judge. I mean, he's been hurt, but you got Aaron Judge when he's healthy. You got Juan Carlos Stanton or Gene, whatever. I'm sorry, but you got Stanton out here hitting bombs across the home run derby was lit. I'm just saying, if you give baseball a chance, it's pretty dope. I'm just saying, have like people there to chat with. It's a background type of game, and once the seventh inning starts, it gets live, man. I just give it a try, people.
That's usually when the liquor kicks in.
That too. But I mean, shit. When you start watching guys throw like 95 miles an hour, and everybody in the lineup's like, oh shit, and then one guy blasts that bitch across the nation, you're like, oh, you get it. You know what I'm saying? But you have to watch it to get it. You have to sit through the setup to get through the breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? Like, so baseball is the only sport, which is why I love it, that you don't get a second chance. Like, there's no, like, once the fuck up happens, you just go to the next inning. There ain't no interception for a touchdown. There ain't no fumble. There ain't no block shot fast break. There ain't none of that. You have to play right for 9 innings and get that shit done. Otherwise, you lose. And that's why it's so suspenseful, because you don't get to switch your fortune on the drop of a hat. You got to play chess. So there you have it. I guess I just explained why baseball's dope. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say the best breakout athlete. I do hope that Angel Reese wins it, because she won the ring. And I think that if Caitlin Clark wins it, it's racist.
What? What?
Damn.
What? Yo.
Because
why is it racist? Because Caitlin Clark, while dope as hell, was breaking through and making us watch women's college basketball. At the same time, Angel Reese was acting a fool in a good way on the court, making us watch college basketball. These two met. Angel won. And ever since Angel won, people are trying to look for a reason to give someone else the clout. And it ain't because of no other reason but one.
Look, okay.
And that's because she won games and she moved fingers and talked shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay, look.
Like Boozy said, I hope she throw them foes, and I hope that she wins it. And I hope she throw them foes when she do it.
Look,
for real though. She needs to win it. I really hope that Caitlin Clark does not win it. I do not care if people think I'm being mean. I do not care about none of that, bro. She does not need to win it because she lost. And you cannot give it to the other girl because you are now giving a consolation prize. Just like they tried to give a consolation prize walk up to the White House.
No.
And there's only one reason that they did that.
No. Look, you got it. You can't take it away. Take nothing more. Look, if Angel Reese wins it, I'm okay with it. If Caitlin Clark gets it, I'm okay with it. Because I believe those two, because you can't do it by yourself. Well, you can't do it by yourself, but they kind of worked together as far as bringing the attention there.
For sure.
And, that's why I'm not like, no, bro. Like, Caitlin garnered attention throughout the thing before they even played each other. They was already talking about Caitlyn. So that's why I say Caitlyn, just as Angel Reese deserves it, I think Caitlyn deserves it as well. And they ain't no participation trophy because I ain't trying to take nothing away from you. But I ain't gonna go ahead and say it's racist and this and that and third.
Hey, they both great players.
Yeah,
they both talk shit.
Man, look.
And Angel Reese got her.
Can I ask y'all a question? Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
I'll let you finish, Sterling, but let's ask y'all a question. And Sterling, I'm gonna watch you smirk when I say this. If Caitlyn Clark, and see, that's the thing though, Shotgun. I'm not gonna let people turn it into Caitlyn Clark ain't cold. I said if Caitlyn Clark wins this award over someone that beat her, that shows she's just as cold.
I don't think it's best. It's breakthrough. It's breakthrough, Rush. You're looking at best.
And we're not even talking about Julio Rodriguez. That's who gets my vote.
Who's probably gonna win it? I was about to drop another joke, but hey man, look. I won't. I think I've already done enough. But no, seriously, you know what I'm saying? You can take the racist out of it. You know what I'm saying? Giggle, whatever. But if Angel Reese doesn't win over Caitlyn Clark and Julio Rodriguez, we're taking him out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Caitlyn Clark isn't cold. Can we stop doing that? Like, if I tell you that someone should win an award over someone else, I'm not telling you that the other person's not cold. I started my statement by saying they played against each other, and Angel Reese beat her. And we were talking about both. Both of them were darlings in the media. We talked about both. We loved watching them both. Both of them made us pay attention to women's college basketball. And if we're talking about two hip hop artists or two artists in the music industry, and we say who's better, who has the better album, you know what I'm saying, or the better album, we look at it and we say, okay, everything is even. This guy went diamond. This guy went gold. Like, I'm not finna have an argument about the gold guy or the platinum guy. I'm not gonna have an argument about it. Everything else is even. But this person managed to get a bunch of people, as one of my homies say, this person managed to get a bunch of people that he don't know to listen to it out of nowhere.
I like Caitlyn though. I don't know. I don't think it's racist. They probably go ahead. No,
I'm asking Sterling though. The reason why I'm reacting is because can you see what Shotgun's saying?
Yeah, let me read
not amazing. I'm saying she is amazing. The fact that I'm saying she shouldn't win doesn't mean that I'm not saying she's amazing. Yeah. I'm saying as amazing as she is dope. She lost. So what is that girl that beat her? That was the media.
My only issue with this is this. My only issue is that this argument is good if it was a best athlete category or best overall, but this is just breakthrough. So let's keep.
That's why I like it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's why I like it though.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying
if that's the case, then we really couldn't say Caitlyn Clark is in this category because she was already doing this the previous season, right? She's not necessarily a breakthrough athlete. I wouldn't even. Angel Reese is on the map. I didn't really know about Angel Reese till this year.
She was nice though when they
Julio Rodriguez is who would get my vote for the Mariners. That's who would get my vote.
It's your favorite team too.
Every time
it is.
It's your favorite team too.
Every time we shine the light on the women, someone comes in and goes, "But there's a man that we can talk about." But now,
hey, I love women. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, man.
Julio,
nigga, you the one over there saying they racist.
because bro, y'all already know. If Caitlyn would have won that game, this would be not even a talk. We wouldn't even be talking about this. She'd have everything in the world.
Hey man, look, I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
I'm just saying, it ain't a diss record. It's the truth. So but in my view, you can take the racist whatever. I like to say things. You know what I'm saying? But you can take that out of it. I'm just saying if Caitlyn wins, it's fucked up because both of these girls made us pay attention to women's college basketball this season, which is in my opinion, their breakout. They made us pay attention to women's basketball and want to watch because in women's basketball, the two girls that are about that life played against each other. Both of them that were going through talking shit. Both of them was putting in work, and Caitlyn was amazing, and no one's taking away from that. But when you match up, hey,
they said
it when they won. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it was a fun.
Didn't Florida put up like 23 runs on LSU? or something like that. The game
It
before
was
they
like,
won it.
23, I think. Like
Yeah,
23 or
and if
24. It was a lot.
if someone would have came on here that night talking about give LSU a chance, people would have laughed in the motherfucker's face.
And
You know what I'm saying? But they came out there and they did it. So to the victor go to spoils.
You know what's crazy is that it was an artist in Florida that made a song winning like LSU or some shit like that. And ever since he dropped that song, LSU has been winning nationals. So shout out to that guy in Florida, man. LSU about to cut that man a check. And that goes to show you that sports and art coincides. So let's get to our next subject, that sports is art. Okay, look, we have lived through a lot of great sports moments in our lifetime. I know I have mine. Floyd Mayweather's impressive boxing run. The Saints winning the Super Bowl was a personal favorite of mine. Houston Rockets going back to back. A lot of sports moments that will forever be cemented in my brain. So this is the question that I propose to you two guys. If you was approached by a curator or museum and they wanted you to take one sports moment and frame it and have it up in the museum for the world to see, which sports moment are you two picking?
What is that?
What are you doing, Russ? Oh, okay. He got his OU hat on.
This is what made me. Roy Williams jumping over the offensive line to go get Chris Sims. Cotton Bowl, Red River.
You'll frame that and you'll put that in the museum.
I frame that motherfucker and put it up in every part of my house. What did I just say? This is what made me. As a young kid sitting, watching TV at that time, looking at a team that I had just started paying attention to watching football like in 5th grade, you know, like really paying attention. You watch it, but you don't really start locking into like 5th, 6th grade, you know what I'm saying? Or at least I didn't. Like shit. And I really locked in, and this team I'm playing is playing a team that the TV has told me all week I'm supposed to hate. And this dude, Roy Williams, jumps over the pile, leaps like Superman, grabs Chris Sims, causes the motherfucking interception, and Teddy Lehman, underrated linebacker in Oklahoma history, catches it, runs it into the end zone. And from that point forward, the year 2000, Oklahoma became a dominant force in the college football, again, beating the likes of Texas more than they can beat us since that time, giving me a whole bunch of national champions. Even though we lost, you know what I'm saying? We got appearances in the playoff and national champions, a bunch of winning seasons, the most in history. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that moment is the moment. Yeah, I would take that and frame it. And then we drafted him to the Dallas Cowboys, so it was even sweeter to watch him play for my squad, you know what I'm saying, throughout his pro career. So, yeah, give me that. The leap. Chris Sims, get your bitch ass.
All right.
All right.
Sterling, what sports moment will you frame and hang up in the museum, brother?
Oh man, I would have to go to the Texas USC national title game, where Vince Young played in. That's the one for me, man.
That was pretty loud.
And I'm not a Texas fan, but when the confetti came down and Vic Young's got his hands up, that to me, man, that was an iconic moment. Or where he scrambled on that touchdown run at the end.
That's what I thought you meant when he was treading the tackles.
Bruh, that game, like, not a fan at all. I didn't care about Texas, but that game was the funnest game I think I've ever watched in college football.
I actually rooted, you know what? Blasphemy, but I rooted for Texas that game.
Yeah,
I remember when he ran. I remember when he ran across the finish. I said finish line, but when he ran across the end zone, I was like, "Oh shit, he did it!" Like I remember the house exploded.
All right, so I already know Chris jumped in here. So Chris, go ahead. Let us see what. Tell us what moment will you frame and hang up in the museum?
I've got two. One is a wow moment, and the other one is a quintessential heartbreak moment. And the wow moment is LeVar Arrington flying like Superman to block a field goal with his fucking chest in a packed Happy Valley. I can close my eyes to this day and still see that shit. That was one of the greatest plays I've ever seen.
All right, so what's the heartbreaker?
The heartbreaker is there's a camera angle of the sideline from Super Bowl 25 that catches the players, the kick, and the sideline just as the ball goes wide, and everyone is reacting to realizing they just lost the Super Bowl by like 2 feet. It's just when you're talking art, there's so much emotion in that picture. Those two images will be burned in my brain forever.
Okay, so all right, so after hearing y'all's, mine is going to sound silly, but
Man, I got a couple that just popped in my head, but go ahead, Boogie.
Look. Okay, so here's mine, and it has nothing to do with the Saints. It has nothing to do with Georgia football. It has nothing to do with the Houston Rockets or Astros. It has something to do with the Houston Texans. Now,
Okay.
Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans. Andre Johnson beats the shit out of Cortland Finnegan. That picture, neat of Cortland Finnegan just on the ground looking up at Andre Johnson loading it up, about to drop it down on him. Yeah, pause. But loading up. I said,
pause. Whoa, yeah. My man got wild.
A heater and about to just come across this motherfucking back of his head. Oh, that shit needs to be in every fucking home in Houston. Every home in Houston. Okay. Matter of fact, I know one of my friends who actually took the picture and framed it. So shout out to Ulysses Grady on that. That to me is a great moment in sports because for whatever reason, everybody didn't like Cortland Finnegan. He was so annoying. When he got his ass whooped, I seen that shit live. I was in my dorm at UTSA. Me and my roommates, we sat there. We said, "Oh shit, Dre beating the brakes off this motherfucker." And what made it even sweeter is that people from around the league paid Andre's fine. He didn't even have to come out of pocket for this shit because everybody wanted him to get his ass whipped. So yeah, that's my moment.
Hey, and that's the problem with Houston now. Niggas always trying to fight and shoot somebody. Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Rest in peace, Big Bo.
All right. That had nothing to do with sports, all right? That had nothing to do with sports, okay? Shit. But RIP Takeoff, man. Damn. Migos forever. All right. So but look, man.
Russ looks fucking befuddled up there.
I was thinking about different moments. I was thinking about different moments in sports like that would be framed, and I was like, damn, Texas fans gonna be like, fuck this nigga. But now Crabtree's catch.
Ooh, that was good. That was good.
That was good.
Crabtree's catch was possibly Santonio Holmes in the Super Bowl.
Oh, you talking
versus
about
the Cardinals?
Yeah, that was a sick catch.
That shit was crazy. It's not even a catch, but I want to say that last play in the Super Bowl where the Giants beat the Patriots, where Rob Gronkowski.
Oh no.
No. When the Patriots lost, but if you go back and look in that last play, there's a camera angle that shows Rob Gronkowski on a bad ankle, inches away from being able to make the greatest Hail Mary catch in NFL history. But he's but before that game, his ankle was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it shows he's on it, trying to get to the ball, and it's just nah, bro, your ankle don't work. You can't even make this step. So and then the ball just drops. Yeah, and then if it's crazy. A lot of those, the Jordan shot against the Jazz, Jordan layup against Magic Johnson and them.
LeBron's block.
I'm about to say LeBron's block.
I was gonna say LeBron's block, but I was gonna say this though. Honestly, LeBron's celebration against Golden State when he was with Miami and finally embraced the villain, and he hit that shot to beat Golden State, which created the Warriors. But he hit that turnaround fadeaway against Golden State, and he turned around and it was he had been doing the celebration, but for the first time, we really saw him hit that bang bang, we saw duh, we saw him hit that. So my bad, not the he did that.
You talking about the silencer, right? That's the celebration.
Yeah, but he hit the boom, 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 boom.
Khabib.
Khabib.
Sean's talking about Khabib jumping the gate.
Khabib whooping the clit, everybody, My bad, I hit the mic again. I'm terribly sorry. But no, let me see. What would there's in any one of Calvin Johnson's catches, because he had like 3 people on him. Usain Bolt in mid run. Like those are like. There's a lot. You pick a NASCAR crash, bro. I don't hope anybody gets hurt. Pick a NASCAR crash. Like there's a lot of things. T-Max dunk over Sean Bradley. T-Max off the backboard. One of the greatest ever is probably going to be Allen Iverson stepping over Ty Lue. Shaq dunking on the New Jersey Nets.
He said.
It
was like 4 or 5. Or it was like 4.
Yeah, it was the Nets. Y'all can tell when to stop. I got him for days. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you got Charles Woodson's Heisman pose. You got Charles Woodson with the rose.
You can get what's his name?
Reggie Bush versus Fresno State mid stop.
He took flight.
Yep.
Oh, you talking about when he stopped?
No, when he stopped.
Oh,
and everybody when he stopped and time kept going, and he decided to keep going and score a touchdown.
Man, he was a great college football player to watch.
College football gives you a lot of those moments. Some of the best ones that you like. Yeah, some of the best ones that you've ever seen. Kobe's arm spread. Actually, Kobe hitting you with the. And then there's one. There's one of my personal favorites. I actually have as a playlist on my Apple. And the playlist is called "The Only Way Is Up," and it's got Devin Booker after he hit like a game winner, and he's just like, "Nigga, like, what's up?" Like, so like, there's a lot of throw ones. There's a lot. Yo, shit. There's Dirk hitting Dirk. Actually, people want to say the fadeaway. If I have to give a hometown, if people hit to say the fadeaway, any one of Dirk's fadeaways. But if I have to say, there's 2 from Dirk that are probably better than any of his fadeaway jumper shots. And one is the shot that they have on Sports. I think it's Sports Illustrated, where when he won the finals, the title was like Overcoming All Odds or something like that. But it was Dirk, and on one shoulder you could see LeBron James coming up, and he was boxing him out, and on the other shoulder, the other man was D Wade, and he was boxing D Wade out. And like on that one, it was like Against All Odds or some shit like that. But it was like basically like, yeah, bro, like, I'm going to handle both of y'all real quick because I got to get this done for my legacy. And he got it done. And then the second one is, I think it was game 2 of the finals in Miami. The Mavericks had fought back the entire game. And at the end of the game, it came down to the last shot. And I just remember this because, like my dad was like, yo, it's the last shot. And Chris Bosh is guarding Dirk Nowitzki. He was like, he about to probably do him like he's done him at SMU all these summers at the open runs. And sure enough, Dirk got the ball, hit him with a 1-2, spun off, drove with his left, scoop layup, bang, won the game. And of course, y'all know the rest of history. Went back to Dallas, handled business. Jason Terry talked shit, LeBron James choked. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that layup was
All right. So,
let's not forget Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible. That one too. All right, now we're going.
All right, so look, we're going to go ahead and get over. We're going to go to our NFL segment real quick. It's pretty much dry in the NFL. We got a couple more days till the.
That is pretty much dry.
Pretty much dry. You know, we got a couple of days. You know, a couple more days till preseason kickoff is what spring OTAs and all that shit's going on right now. But in the offseason, it was a bunch of shit talking happening between the Bengals and the Chiefs. You know, a little war words here. So my thing is this: is this the marquee matchup? You know, the new marquee rivalry for the NFL, kind of like how the Colts and the Pats used to be whenever it was Manning and Brady. Because definitely these motherfuckers talking, and you know they're gonna see each other in the postseason. So, do you guys feel that this is a marquee, the marquee must-see matchup, this upcoming season? Because I think they play week 17.
Oh yeah,
but I don't think it might not be. You know, well, yeah, it might. It very well might be a game with some stake. You know, some skin in the game. You know, we might. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I got it.
I think when I first looked at this question, I was like, like Sterling, like, yeah, it's a marquee matchup. Yeah, of course. Like,
But is it
Chiefs
the?
and Bengals.
Is it the matchup?
Yeah.
I think that depends. You know what? This is subjective depending on your team, who you like, and we can't really just say like, yeah, Chiefs Bengals. Yes, if Chiefs Bengals play, the majority of America's watching. But if the Bills and Dolphins play, can we not say the same thing?
I don't know if that's going to be a which one call. I say the Bills, and I think that out of that division is going to be the Jets and the Bills. I think it's going to be the Jets and the Bills.
I think from what we're seeing as far as star power and the quarterbacks, that's what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Yes. But from what we've actually seen,
well, yeah,
the Bills and the Dolphins play some dope ass games. But I mean, I think, me being a homer, the Cowboys and Eagles will always be.
Well, yeah, that's a rivalry as old as dirt. Yeah,
Here's another one: the Chargers and Jags. Yeah, I know you're thinking like, what? But the Chargers and Jags are two up and coming teams. If you look at what the Jaguars did to the Chargers, stealing a smoke last year, I do believe that the Jags and the Chargers are going to be teams that play against each other in the coming years. Like, maybe this be, I don't even know if they play in the regular season, but I'm just talking about in the playoffs if they meet, things of that nature. Ravens Chiefs and Chargers Chiefs.
I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals and the Chiefs on that one, just because you got two of the best quarterbacks in the league. The best teams are in the AFC, and those are the top two dogs, right? Joe Cool, what Patrick Mahomes said in that little in that documentary that just came out about the quarterbacks.
Yeah,
I think it's them two, and I'm glad the Bills ain't even being discussed and talked about in that discussion because they gotta prove it. They got to prove it.
Sterling, you know what? I think that, okay, so you know how you can have two teams, like you said, they got to prove it. Two teams that may not be as good as the top dogs, but may play a game that you'd rather watch. And I think the Bills and Dolphins play very, very entertaining games. Like, I think they're like very, very entertaining games. No matter who wins, the Bills can win the Dolphins. They play they're the only team that, like, when else do you see Josh Allen fuck up on the goal line for a game winner? You know what I'm saying? That was weird as hell. And you're like, damn. And then you see the switcheroo. It's like, oh, Dolphins, welcome to the blizzard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that shit is live. The dynamic of those two teams, one's in the south where it's warm, one's in the north where it's cold. Both of them embrace where they're from. And it's like, I love it when those two teams are pretty good and they play against each other.
I have to say, though, that the Eagles Cowboys is something to behold. That one is, I would say that one to me is second.
The fans,
of course, I think that one's first, but I'm biased.
Look, I'm gonna say the fans make that rivalry what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
And for my money,
it's Philly trash.
They
trash for real.
I think that's to me that is that's the number one. When I think of rivalries, that's the first one that always comes to mind because of the fans and how they're so feverishly hate. It's like embedded in y'all.
Right.
Like,
the players and the players
as a Saints fan,
so
as a Saints fan, like I never really like looked at the Falcons as like rivals and shit like that. Even when they had Vic, it was like, okay, whatever. But a true rivalry, that was always Philly and Dallas. Because whatever, like, y'all fucking hate each other from the top of the top to the bottom of the bottom.
No one can win the division back-to-back years. No matter how good you are. We swapping. Guess what, Philly? We're going to win that bitch this year. In New York, shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Wee Man, the New York Wee Man. Hey, I ain't the Giants, y'all the New York Wee Man.
The New York what?
The New York Wee Man. You know Wee Man?
The Wee Man.
Because I can't say what people used to call like those, so I just call them the New York Wee Man, the little people.
All right, what Chris just said, he says out of the Chiefs, God damn it went away. All right, let me go read it.
Out of the Chiefs and Bills are one team. Oh, well, there you go.
Out of Chiefs and Bills, the Bengals, will one of the teams ever beat both of the other two in a playoff run during Allen, Mahomes, and the Burrow era?
They'll have to.
I mean,
they'll have to.
Yeah, it's gonna have to.
Didn't Mahomes win this year?
Yeah, but they didn't play the Bills though. They played because they were number 1 seed.
Oh, there you go.
In all 3 seasons, no one's beaten both of the other 2 teams. Like whoever's not when 2 of them have
Joe
played
Burrow.
head to head, the other one knocked off.
Hold up, Joe Burrow beat the Bills, right?
Joe Burrow
Yep.
beat the Bills, but then the Chiefs beat the Bengals. So the Chiefs were in the bird seat because the other 2 had to play each other. So each season so far, 2 of the 3 have to play each other, and then the third gets the winner. And that's the best position to be in.
But I think that's gonna switch throughout their windows.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Who's going to have those positions is going to switch, but will one of them ever beat the other 2 in a playoff run? In a single playoff run.
I think whoever is in the top seed is gonna always get that dub, and we're always gonna ask that question, but we're never gonna get it because the Ravens, the Chargers, the Dolphins are all going to be those teams that split that up. So I think we can only look at it as whoever does come out, and whenever they match up, it's just about who wins. But one team is always going to, like you said, be in the bird seat. That's why I can't really say well, you had it that year, because who's to say that next year y'all as the Bills don't come out and have a great season and y'all end up being the team that gets to play the winner between the Chiefs and the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get to play that. You know what I'm saying? That one. Or y'all get to play the winner of the
other teams
Chiefs
prove it. I think whoever ends up with the 1 seed and gets to sit back and watch the other 2 play each other first is going to be the one that consistently ends up being the Super Bowl representative.
Sure. Yeah.
But that's why you play your regular season to get that positioning.
Whichever one of those 3 goes through the other 2 first to get there is going. In my
That's
opinion,
gonna be a hell of a run.
That's going to be the leader of who's the best of the 3.
Lamar Jackson.
I don't care how many home playoff games Mahomes.
Who the fuck did Lamar Jackson? Russell though?
Huh?
Let me see Mahomes go on the road to Cincinnati and Buffalo and get to a playoff.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all know the one person that could do it and beat everybody, could go through everybody and beat him, is Lamar Jackson.
Huh?
Oh, bro, 3 points and a pick
I said,
only
listen what I said. Listen,
hey, that's racist. That's racist.
No, that's 100% racist.
All right.
Because damn well if Lamar Jackson was a white boy, he wouldn't be saying this shit.
You find me a white dude that can do a Lamar Jackson dude, I'm gonna root for him too. They didn't let Matt Jones play quarterback. Matt Jones is amazing. You let Matt Jones from Arkansas play quarterback, you might get that.
Yeah, because he couldn't play the race card, so he got forced to wide receiver.
Hey, you
just don't want a black quarterback. That's why you want to make me play wide receiver. White boy doesn't have an argument. Go play wide receiver, asshole.
You know what? The times are times. The times are times. But I say right now, at this time, I believe in I believe in Lamar Jackson. You don't have to believe him. You don't have to. That's why we watch.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to our Betstamp.
But you know what? It's gonna be him, and I can't wait till it's him.
Yeah.
Chris,
all right, so let's get the Betstamp segment up, Chris.
All right, let me get this in here. We had some dupe bets this week, some doubles that kind of hurt us and helped us because somebody's still undefeated in MMA. You go ahead and take your bow. Take your bow.
Boogie. Who know the hands? Boogie know the hands. Who know the clinches? Boogie know the clinches. Who know the fists? Boogie know the fists.
And
Boogie know shit. Boogie know shit.
Nobody can say it's a bullshit streak either because you've picked several underdogs during the course of this run.
Yeah.
So technically,
nice, man.
Technically, we went 1-2 this week, but because of the doubles, we went 2-3. Russ is once again back to shit calls in baseball.
We're gonna get better. Both of them lost, and one of them lost.
Oh no, they both did their job and lost. All right, so let me get the link up here real quick to make our plug properly. Give a little Betstamp spiel. So use your Betstamp link to sign up. Get the promo code Betstamp.app sports sushi. You guys are better at the plug than I am.
And you probably gonna get the victory.
I'm looking for the banners. All right.
Until college football. We're
There
gonna
we
see
go.
who laughing in college football. We're gonna see who's laughing in college football.
All right. Who wants to go first for their pick this week?
So with the UFC this week, I don't really too much like this particular card. So I'm actually just gonna go with Holly Holmes for the win.
I haven't heard that name in years.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of people on here that I haven't really seen fight, but I'm gonna go with Holly on this one. Please, Holly, don't fuck me over on this one.
Don't
it
be
should
the
be
one.
main. Yeah, please don't be the one, Holly. You're a heavy favorite. It should be a safe pick. Oh my god.
So
Wow.
do you want the minus 167 or do you want it in under 4.5 rounds for 190?
Oh shit, man. Just give me the straight out win because I don't know if she's gonna finish her or if it's gonna go to decision.
All right. Locked in.
Fuck. Fuck.
All right. Who's next?
I was, but mine aren't coming up. Are your lines coming up for the MLB?
Oh, it's All-Star break. There's no games.
But
There's no games till Friday.
that's what I'm looking at Friday, and it's like not coming up. So I guess they don't have it.
Oh, I got a couple. We've got Philly, San Diego, Atlanta, Chicago White Sox.
Atlanta gonna win. Give me Atlanta. Let's go.
That's a safe bet.
Let me get Atlanta. Yeah, it is very safe. Hey, Sterling, I'm doing bad in these streets. I got to get the dub.
I'm not letting you give up the 1.5 anymore. You just got to go for a straight win here now, buddy.
No. Give me the 1.5. No. It's my choice. Give me the 1.5. It's my choice. 1.5. I have won 1.5 before.
Atlanta's going to win by 1. I'm telling you now.
All right, that's cool. I got them winning by 2 or more. Let's get it.
Hey, can we do some NBA Summer League? Is that on there?
NBA Summer League.
Hi-yo!
Nope.
It is.
There we go.
No, that's
Damn.
the finals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang it.
We was like, just somebody. This is a sports drought.
All right, go back to
Do
UFC.
some WNBA. You gotta do some WNBA.
We got soccer, tennis, and golf if you want.
WNBA. Let's do WNBA.
Go to UFC.
Sterling, you don't like the WNBA?
I don't know what that is. And then Ashley Evans Smith gonna get her ass whooped.
Oh shit!
Evan Smith.
Yeah, she gonna get her ass whooped.
I don't know what that is.
So
you're on the Alan Perez wagon?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Under 2.5? She gonna get whooped quick?
Yeah, she can get her ass beat.
All right.
Hey man,
she's getting smoked under 2.5.
Let's do a bonus. Let's do a bonus bet, guys.
She gonna get smoked like Tuca.
Let's damn. Let's Charleston White is not gonna like you. Let's do a bonus bet. Let's do a bonus bet.
Oh, you don't get any more twofers on the baseball.
No, I ain't gonna be baseball.
You're killing our record. All right, anything but baseball.
No baseball. In WNBA.
Anything but baseball. So what did they have?
Let's do WNBA.
That's going on now?
Didn't they already crown a champion?
Is it? Oh,
W what? What is this?
Oh man, that shit going on.
He said, what is this called?
we got Team Stewart versus Team Wilson, and we got no line.
Oh yeah, so now we can't do WNBA.
Yeah,
fuck it. I got Team Stewart.
Go see what. Go to UFC and go to see what Bellator has.
I got Team Stewart. Brianna Stewart Cole. Y'all got it fucked up.
There's no line.
And that's Asia Wilson, right?
Oh shit, that is Asia Wilson.
Bellator.
Give me
Bellator got something.
She can't do it all.
Nah.
We got 4 fights.
Hey, WNBA got to get with the bad.
Hey,
what about Horiguchi?
We got no spread on any of these.
All right, so yeah, we can't do it.
All right, so
we've got the big three. Can we bet on the big three?
They ain't even
gonna get the big. Is the big three in there?
Nah, the
No.
big three not up in here.
Man,
Betstamp.app/sushi. Sign up, get in. I think there's promo codes once you sign up as well for each of the different books that people sign up for inside of Betstamp. So to shop your point spreads and then bet on those spreads, you have to have accounts with all the different books. And each book you sign up with through Sports Sushi, I think you get a bonus promo code for your first deposits with those books.
And when fantasy football starts, we're going to get it wanging. I was going to say this,
man.
Chris, though. As always, you know what I'm saying? If you're betting right now in the sports drought, shit, call it 100 gamble. No, I'm joking.
No.
If you betting on the big three, then call me. You need some help. We need to do something else. But if you seriously, bet on whatever you want, as long as it's healthy. If you got any problems, please call 1-800-GAMBLE. Please do not give in to the sin. But it's okay to have fun every once in a while. But don't make it addiction.
Yeah, the Betstamp guys want us to get going with the daily fantasy. As soon as
we're
you guys are ready.
We'll get fantasy going. Honestly, guys, I was gonna let y'all know it's bringing this on, but we're gonna be scouring everybody that views the show, other people that know people in the show. We're looking for 12 guys. It's gonna be a paid fantasy football league. I'm trying to see if we're going to do a $100 buy-in or we're going to do a $50 buy-in. But, of course, first prize get. Yeah, everybody going to cash out. All that's going to be taken care of. But we're going to do a Sports Sushi Fantasy Football League. The winner is going to get a sum, second place, third place, all that type of stuff. Anybody that's interested in fantasy football, beware. Because the people I'm bringing in this is demons. So, of course, Boogie going to be in there. Sterling going to be in there. All of us going to be in there. We're going to work out the price. But if you're really into fantasy football and you get down, I'm just going to let y'all know. I know somebody that Chase Dollars is really, really good who's probably going to be in it. I know another person.
Say what, Chris?
Can it be a dynasty league?
We can talk about that. Yeah.
Live draft show?
Yes, of course. Live draft show for sure. It's also we could do both, but I just know that the straight up fantasy football league, there's gonna be people. We're gonna have a buy-in. There's gonna be people that are GMing it, multiple people. I know them. There's a family that likes to do drafts like that. There's gonna be one person that just makes money in fantasy football, but we're looking for 12 people. Fuck with us. It's about that time for us to start recruiting, so we're gonna get it done.
I'm sure some of the guys that helped us do the fantasy or the mock draft would probably be in.
Yeah, so we got that.
I know a lot of good. Yeah, we I got some fantasy football players. I'll just tell you that much. We're gonna have to cut people out to figure out who's gonna be the 12.
All right. So you see my fingers up. You already know what time it is. It's time for either
or, baby.
Either or.
Let's get it.
So Russ, what we got for this either or for this week, brother?
You know, in honor of Summer League and the fact that we are watching these Summer League players do their thing, and the fact that we see Victor Wembanyama and we have other types of players that have been drafted like him, I want to say the either or is going to be you have nobody else on your team. You already know the rules. I'm sorry. You already know the rules. You already know the rules. You have nobody else on your team. If you have one guy, you are going to have to play the other guy in a 7-game series to get the championship. Yada yada yada. Put everything you want at the stakes. Who do you want? Oh yeah, my bad. You don't have any other players. You just have to pick this guy first and build around it, whatever. You have Victor Wembanyama. You have Chet Holmgren. Two of the most biggest, unicorniest guys that we have seen come out in the last 2 or 3 years. Which one you got? Tell me what you want after seeing Victor Wembanyama and after seeing Chet Holmgren for the little bit that you've seen them both. What you want?
It should be unanimous here. Y'all already know. I don't even think I got to say it. I'm going Wemby.
What you got, Sterling?
Man, that's tough. Cause Chet can hoop, man.
No, he can't hoop.
Chet can hoop.
But Wemby.
I'm taking Chet.
Explain, sir.
I'm taking Chet. Because the only thing that we've seen about Chet that we can be disappointed in is the fact that he got hurt. Other than that, we know Chet can shoot. We know Chet can step it up against superior, more athletic competition, as we saw against Memphis. Even though Jalen Duren gave him everything he can handle, we've seen Chet play against this American beast. I don't know what that was, but I saw
Oh, okay, so Chris
cheeseburger.
said this. Chris said, I want the first one that eats a cheeseburger.
Hey, Chris,
Man,
Chet gaining weight. I'm not gonna lie, Chet gaining weight. But both of them are gonna over time. Both of them should gain weight. But I want the guy that's been around. As a wise man once told me, every GM should look at every player they draft and ask him, "Hey, man, have you played basketball? Pick up basketball in inner city gym." And if the answer is no, I don't want you. It don't matter what your color of your skin is. The question is the same. Have you played basketball in an inner city gym? Chet has. Chet has. You can tell by the way he moves. He done played with some people that don't look like him. That's what I'll say.
He played with some niggas, is what Russ trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? But Victor looked like Rudy at times. And then the next game he woke up. So I'll give him credit for that. But give me the guy that's been here, because until you show me otherwise, you can give me Manu. That was a second round pick. Parker, second round pick. Luka's the only one in the top 5 that you can show me that's come from over there that made you say, yeah, he got that. And he was playing the Rockets at 16, and he plays a lot like James Harden. I mean, you do the math. So like,
yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, Victor, you got to show me. Until then, give me Chet.
I mean, it's real easy to go Wemby here, but I listen, man. It's like you see Chet be able to do a little bit more defensively in terms of like lateral movement than Wemby right now, and I think that to me gets the edge because I mean I think offensively they bag. I think those wash each other out, right?
Yeah.
But like. Wemby ain't gonna be able to sit back there and just block shots. He gonna have to get out and defend at some point. You know what I'm saying? And as of right now, he can't do that. Chet has the more of the ability to do that, and they both skinny and they both weak.
Yeah.
Right. So
can we say frail?
Yeah.
Sure.
But the reason why, and I know some people out there be like, "Damn, Russ, that's more disrespectful."
Yeah,
but we
misconstrued. Yeah.
Yeah, weak is like we can also be a mentality. Like if you frail, if you brittle is another one. Brittle's even better. Like like if you frail or brittle, like
but you can't. But here's the deal, though. But you can't say like which one of these niggas has played in the streets, and then because we call that shit weak. You know what I'm saying? Like we call it weak. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Technically, yes, it is.
How many niggas you say? Well, man, he brittle. How many? You don't hear that where we from? He weak.
We say frail.
He weak.
Frail.
Boy, you don't be saying no damn frail. Stop lying, boy.
If you from where I'm from, we say frail. It means
nigga, you lying. Thing. You lying, bro. Yeah. In the comments. How many niggas say frail? Right. How many niggas say frail?
You ain't never had someone tell you
the white guy said brittle.
That's disrespectful as fuck.
How is it disrespectful?
Watch this, Sterling. We going up for a layup, right? We going up for a layup, right? You going up for a layup? No, we going up. I know, but Sterling, I'm just saying. I'm gonna paint the picture for you. My bad, I hit the mic. I'm gonna paint the picture for you, Sterling. You go up for a layup, right? I barely bump you and I block it, but you fall and you call foul, and I say, "Shut your frail ass up."
No. No.
Yes.
No.
I don't think he's going weak with that. Whatever you said, I was like, "Shut your weak ass up."
Exactly.
A weak ass call.
Bro, around here, I guess we love to play with vocabulary.
Stop it.
Frail.
No.
Like, no, bro, niggas
No.
Yeah, I don't know, Russ.
Russ, we call that. We call that shit weak, nigga. That's weak.
Man, that shit in the early 2000s, you would be called frail, and it would mean the same thing. You would take it as being called weak. Same thing. You take it the same way. But we would really be out there like, man, frail ass nigga. Bro, I was skinny. Niggas would call me frail, and I was like, no, nigga, no. Like, no,
your grandmama probably called you frail. Ain't no nigga calling you frail. Ain't no nigga calling you frail. Big mama called you frail.
I'm telling you, you hooped in Dallas or around the Metroplex in the early 2000s, and someone big manned you. They called you frail, and they probably put that frail on it. They probably was doing frail. Nah, for real.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how you tell you from
Hey,
different
look,
places.
All
But
right.
yeah, no,
I ain't never hooped in Dallas, so I don't know.
I haven't
know.
either. I
Yeah,
haven't
so
either. I don't know.
Yeah, they should, because Dallas is it's crazy.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
Niggas
Yeah,
hooping out here.
they got some athletes
Niggas
out
hooping
there,
out here.
boy.
Yeah,
If you was over 6 foot, if you was over 6'5", you was over 6'5" and couldn't do shit, niggas
So
called
those
you
says frail
sorry.
is what they say when you're sick.
Yeah, not when you get
And
your shit
weak,
speeded
sick
against
and
the
weak. You
backboard.
frail. You out here frail
Frail as
body,
fuck. You
crumbing
need
it.
the double F. That's
Y'all
Chris.
ain't never heard nobody. Y'all ain't never heard nobody tell them they crumbing it.
They what?
They crumbing it. See, we got a different lingo.
Yeah,
They crumb.
bro.
This ain't even Dallas. This is just me and my niggas. Like you ain't never heard nobody say they crumbing it,
bro.
Y'all the only motherfuckers.
bro. You ain't crumbing it.
Crumbing
Hey
it.
man, you crumbing it. You gotta get in the crumbs like the bum. You gotta get in the leftovers. You crumbing it, bro. You gotta
yeah, man.
Never ever heard that one. All right, so we're gonna keep it with the summer league.
Just let it be known. Don't be out here crumbing, nigga.
All right, we're gonna keep it with the summer league. We're gonna step over the summer league here.
That.
All right, so summer league is underway, man. You know, we seen Wemby, play his one game, and then the Spurs deactivated him for the rest of summer league. Well, his 2 games. I'm sorry, I apologize.
The good, the bad. They ain't trying to see the ugly.
Yeah, you see Jabari Smith, in his second year in the summer league, doing his thing, and Tahari Easton. But what are some other standout performances from the summer league, or guys that just stinking it up? He said, "Mr. Burns for real." Yeah, that motherfucker was for real.
Weak as hell.
Yeah,
all right,
but yeah. So, what are you guys' impressions so far with the summer league?
Amani Bates.
Bruh. Amani Bates, man. That dude, he hooping.
Balling. Fluidity of his game, comfortability on the court. He looks like he belongs. He just looks like an NBA player. He's playing on both sides of the ball. Really, I like the way Jabari Smith is asserting himself as like, I want to be this in the regular season. I want y'all to look to me to get buckets. I want to be an option that's viable on the offensive side of the ball, and I want to protect the rim on the defensive side of the ball. I like what the Rockets Summer League team is doing. I like what the Portland. I like watching what Scoot Henderson is doing. Scoot Henderson has proven he's as advertised. I'm really looking to see more what Scoot does when the lights turn bright and the regular season starts and Damian Lillard's not there and he's finally put in a position to be the leader and they start rebuilding. Jamison Williams, my God. As a basketball player watcher, because I'm not an athlete, I'm just athletic. As someone that watches and sees guys' growth and development, watching Jamison Williams just go out there and say, let me see how far I've gotten. I just want to see if I can bust these motherfuckers' ass. And he goes out there and does it. And he literally is like, okay, all the work I put in paid off. I really like seeing that. Kai Jones. I love what Kai Jones did his first time against Victor Wembanyama. Go up and try to get that boom, man. Completely agree with Rashad McCants. Go out there and try to get yours. I forget young man's name with the Hornets that went out there and just like Brandon Miller, you're going to get yours. Now I got to go get mine.
You talk about Nick Smith Jr.
Yes, Nick Smith Jr. I really like seeing what he did. Boy, he went nutty nigga ape shit. Boy, like he got it wanging. You know what I'm saying? I like
he went off. He went off.
So I like to see the guys in the summer league that treat it like it is. It's NBA AAU. They don't have time to learn a lot of plays. They don't have time to do a bunch of extra shit. Go out there and hoop and show us what you can do with the purity of the game of basketball. Can you? If we roll, I like the summer league because it's like if we roll the ball out there, this is not the complete, like this doesn't encompass everything that a player needs in a pro basketball like league, but this is one attribute to me that I think every single champion has, and that's if we roll the ball out there and we just say hoop, which one of you motherfuckers gonna get it in? And I believe the NBA Summer League is when you get to see a lot of young guys and you get to see who's just going to get it in, bro. Like, it don't really matter if they're running plays for you. It don't matter if you got the real coach. None of that shit matters, bro. We rolling the ball out here and you playing against these other guys, and now we put a championship on the line. So I like that part about it, and I like the way I see that some of these guys are hooping. But those are a couple stands out.
Yeah, it's hard for me to, like, really put a second year guy in here. You know what I'm saying? Because like you've had a year to like get it together and play against NBA competition. But Keontae George, man, with the Jazz is dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how he fell to where he did, but the dude, he's simply just destroying folks, man. I think he's averaging like 29 points a game. He's shooting over 53% from the field. I do like Jaden Hardy, even though I just talked about second year guys for our Mavericks, 24 points a game.
But that's what you look for, because it was a smooth 24. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so like,
right.
I agree with you, and I'll let you continue. My bad, but that just sparked like a thought in my head. Like, I agree with you 100%. I'm not looking for the second year guy like Jaden Hardy. Yeah, you got off, but it was more or less how you got off. Pause.
Right.
It was like it didn't look like you were like using a bunch of energy to do what you needed to do. You just got your shit in. Pause. Again. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but you did that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that's what I think that's like what I look for too. Is like, no matter if you're first year player, are you comfortable? If you're a second year, third year player, are you putting in work? You know what I'm saying? As you would if you were rotation, as you would if you were a main option. You know what I'm saying, for a franchise.
Yeah, I agree with that. Hey man, but Houston, they got some dogs. Tari Easton's hooping too, man.
Yeah. Dude, that team's gonna be nicer than people think this year.
Yeah,
Van Vliet, Brooks. The Southwest Division is crazy on the cool. It's and Memphis losing they start for 25. Was it 25 games? 25. And we still got to worry about Luka, Kyrie, Zion gonna be healthy for the first 25 games. He don't normally get hurt till mid-season, and I hope he lasts the full season. Like watching him on the Gilbert Arenas podcast, Gilbert's Arena. That was pretty dope because like seeing him like actually like I mean we all believed it. Yeah, we know you want to hoop. Yeah, we know you have different things going on, but like seeing him like talk about, I'm trying to get some different workouts, and he's saying the right things. I hope he does the right things because it's like for us as fans, like you winning a championship is going to mean a lot to the city of New Orleans and to the people that know Zion and the people that are like his number one fans. For us as basketball fans, like honestly, bro, we just want you to be cold as fuck and give us something to watch. Right. You know what I'm saying? In the spring and summer. Because if we look out and think about a playoff that we can have that's going to have Devin Booker, KD, Bradley Beal, Luka, Kyrie, whoever else the Mavs add, if they do add anybody else, but that team itself, the nucleus with Seth Curry is going to be pretty good and it's going to rock. Then you got the Denver Nuggets coming back. Then you got the Eastern Conference teams playing. If you add a healthy Zion to that and say we're going to throw the New Orleans Pelicans in it with Zion, B.I., CJ McCollum, and that mix that they can put together, like for us as fans, like bro, that's what we want to see. Like even though I'm a Mavericks fan, I want to see a playoff where I'm looking at all 16 teams involved and saying, shit, like you got to get through this motherfucker. Like we're not even talking about LeBron and the Lakers and how they're coming back with Anthony Davis, PG. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever call him P-Go, but you know what I'm saying, PG-13. And like I would love, you know what I'm saying, but all jokes aside. The Clippers, if they were to ever get healthy, which I don't think Kawhi gonna do that, but if they were able to do that, Kawhi, PG, Russell, just to see a playoff picture with all that, and we're not even talking about what happens when Anthony Edwards takes the next leap, when Karl Anthony Towns takes his next step, which he's gonna do. I know people hate him, but he's gonna take another step, and he's gonna be a better player than he was the last year. So, like, I think that for all of us, we're looking at the players that are hurt, a player like Zion, and saying, please do. Because we want to see that. No matter who our favorite team is, we want to see the most competition that we can see in the tournament. And speaking of tournaments, we haven't talked about it, but what y'all think about the midseason tournament? Because I think the NBA midseason tournament is a brilliant idea, which y'all know I watch soccer, football, whatever you call it, and I saw it coming. But what do y'all think about that?
Hey, man, he ain't missed once. Adam Silver has not missed. So, it sounds weird as a traditional basketball head when I hear it, you know what I'm saying? But what they've been able to do, man, with the NBA, he hasn't missed, so I got to roll with it. I think I'm going to watch it play out. I like the idea of it. I think it's going to be good for the game. I hope the players buy in is the big one, but I think it'll be good.
I think they will. I've always been one to say basketball, well, all sports, but basketball mainly is really tailored to like how soccer's set up.
Right.
So, like, with them having group play, and there's going to be – right now, the first one is going to be pretty interesting because we don't know. But it's going to be past our time, but they're going to get to a point where they're going to have groups of death. They're going to have teams that are playing each other probably from other parts of the world. I guarantee you, when the world has caught up, when they can get leagues to catch up. But I think it's excellent. The fact that the stats count, except for the championship game, there's going to be tournament nights. During the holiday season, we're going to have tournament nights. Like I said, the group stage is going to be dope when teams are playing each other one or two times. And then you have the knockout rounds, which are going to be one team. The fact that, okay, so that's what I want to get into. Who determines, and this is what Ghost said, it doesn't mean anything. Who determines what it means? We do as fans. So if I sit here and say, your midseason trophy don't mean shit, I'm honestly just hating on the fact that you were able to win something in the middle of the season. Because if you tell a bunch of athletes we're having a tournament, they're gonna play to win. It's us as fans that tell them that your tournament ain't shit. If you tell any athlete right now, if you get 10 guys at your local rec center and say, hey, you 10 guys, I got $100 because they're gonna get money. I got $100 and a jank ass trophy that I made in my garage. Whoever can win the best out of 7 games can win this bitch. They're going to play their ass off. The only people that are going to tell them that their trophy ain't shit are the people that's not playing. And honestly, we matter for ratings because I'm a person that's not playing. We matter for ratings. We don't matter for how much it means. And for us to want things that make us cheer and things to be exciting. And I watch soccer. Like, it doesn't matter if Bron care about it or not, because when Bron gets in the thrills and throes of competition, he's going to care. So to say that Bron not going to care about it, these motherfuckers care about it when they can lie to you all they want. But when the Drew League get close, Kobe busted Harden's ass. Harden was trying to beat him. Like when you're competing, you're not even thinking about the outside world and how much it means to them and what the stakes are. You're thinking of, this man in front of me is trying to tell me he better at doing what I do than what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, fuck that. I'm a win. So for us to sit back and say it don't mean shit, I'm a sports fan. What I want to see them play for something. Give them money and a trophy. Yes. Make them play for something. I love it because instead of me saying, oh, during my holiday season, I got the wind up to the tournament and I got some NBA games that are marquee games, but they're only marquee games because nobody working and everybody at home with their family. Now they're going to be marquee games because nobody working, they're at home with their family. These games are going to lead to them being able to get a trophy. The players are going to play the hardest they can because the stats count towards the regular season. And again, you're going to win a trophy. And I would ask anybody to tell me when anybody has told you a trophy is online when you didn't try. And you're going to be a lie if you say you didn't, because everybody that's competitive wants to win. And if someone says you can have a trophy, you're going to try and go get that shit. Let me ask you this. So with the ASG, what's the ASG?
All-Star game.
Okay, so you're comparing it to the All-Star game. What I want you to do, Ghost, is I want you to go out and I want you to look up and I want you to research the Premier League in soccer. And I want you to research what they do. They have something called a PL Cup, and they have something called it's like a Captain's Cup. In our eyes, as people that aren't used to this, that don't watch these types of sports, we think, why would people care? These different cups set up different things later in the future that have been built up over literally hundreds of years. The main point being is these players play as hard as they can to win every cup they can, because as a competitor, you go out there to win. Again, the only people telling a competitor that their trophy does not mean as much as they think it does is the people not playing. You will never hear a LA Laker talking anything about a bubble championship because to them it's a championship. Oh yeah, for sure. You will never hear anybody that won any type of in a lockout year. You don't hear the Spurs talking about, well, it was a lot. No, it's championship. We all played. We all battled. Everybody tried their hardest. So us on the outside need to realize we are the ones that make it mean more. And the only reason why you want something to count less is probably because not just you personally, Ghost, but fans everywhere, and I'll let Sterling take it after this, is because you probably don't want it to affect how people talk about one of your favorites, no matter who it is, or how you view the legacy of sport in your opinion. And honestly, from me to Sterling to Boogie to everybody, that shit don't matter. We're just here to be entertained and watch them, see them put up numbers.
Yeah, I agree. I really don't have anything to add to that. You kind of hit the nail on the head, man. But I just like that we're getting variety now. You know what I'm saying? That they're willing to change stuff up because, like, how many times have we seen the dunk contest? I mean, I'm just using that as an example, like the same junk over and over and over again. It's cool to see baseball kind of seeing what the NBA is doing. Now they're adding the speed clock to the mound and stuff like that. So I kind of like that, you know, that these leagues are trying to do different stuff. So they're not putting out the same product and the same storylines and the same all the time. As long as it doesn't get outrageous, you know what I'm saying? I think we felt the same way when the 3-point line was introduced at first. You know what I'm saying? And look, we don't even bat an eye now, right? So I like it, man. I think that until Adam Silver misses, then I'll have something to say. But whatever he does right now, I'm with it. Like, it's worked.
And I'll leave it with this, because I know a lot of people are gonna look at me like, damn. If you know me, you know me. Mid-season tournament, Clippers are healthy, and Russell Westbrook gives us the show of a lifetime, and the Clippers win the mid-season tournament. You think people are going to be mad? No, because even though Russell Westbrook didn't give us what we want in an NBA championship, they're going to be hollering and screaming that, damn, he gave us the biggest show, and he got to hoist the trophy at the end of it. And the only people that are going to be saying that trophy don't mean shit is people that don't like Russell Westbrook, because all of us fans are going to be saying, damn, that shit was dope. And that's for any player that wakes up and does it. So I like the idea. I like that we're expanding and evolving, and I think that it's a good thing. Like I don't think people should hate on it. Let's enjoy it.
All right. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and close out the show. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tune in again with us next week. Also, as a reminder,
I want to say thank you again to our sponsor, Betstamp. Betstamp allows you to easily line shop for the most profitable odds across all sports books. You can click on any matchup and instantly see all the different odds for game lines, player props, and even future bets. Line shopping is the easiest and simplest way to find an edge in sports betting and to maximize your chances of winning long term. On average, Betstamp users win an extra $1,000 and over yearly just by line shopping. If you haven't already done so, install Betstamp using promo code SUSHI, that's us, and start line shopping your way to a competitive advantage today. Again, thank you to our sponsor, Betstamp. I just want to say thank you again to our sponsor, Betstamp. Betstamp allows you to easily line shop for the most profitable odds across all sports books. You can click on...
Me and this guy were playing, and I'm so mad.
All right, so like we were saying, okay, so please tune in next week. We're gonna go ahead and have we're gonna continue our.
I ain't got no shame. I'll tell you, because it looked like Boogie froze a little bit.
No, I'm still here. So we're gonna just close it out here. As a reminder, August 1st, Sports Sushi website is gonna be up and running. So please check in with us and be on the lookout for that. You have contributions from all of us here, plus some affiliates. So certainly don't want to miss it. And if you tuned in, please like and subscribe. You see our socials right there. Follow us right there. That's all you got to do. Read and follow. Read and follow. Peace, hope.
Pay attention.
Yeah, you got that?
Who the fuck?
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.